Homeless teen carries blind alien girl to healer, unaware she's a mob boss's daughter. Rain hammered the steel rooftops of Sector 9, turning the neon-lit alleys into rivers of shimmering light. Kieran pulled his tattered cloak tighter, shielding the small bundle of stolen food pressed against his chest. He'd gone 2 days without eating, but the pang in his stomach wasn't as heavy as the weight of the city pressing down on him. In the slums of New Sidra, no one cared if a kid starved to death, especially a human one. He ducked into a narrow passage behind an abandoned mag train depot. The air smelled of rust and ozone. He was about to tear into the half-rotten bread when a sound made him freeze. A soft whimper. He turned sharply. There, slumped against a flickering holosign, was a girl. No, not human. Her silver hair was matted with rain, and her eyes, a pale lilac, stared blankly at the ground. "Hey," Kieran whispered, lowering his food. "You okay?" No answer. Her skin, faintly glowing blue beneath the grime, marked her as cerulean, a highborn alien race that almost never set foot in the slums. Her thin fingers trembled as she reached toward the sound of his voice. "Who's there?" she asked softly. "Please, I can't see." Kieran blinked. "You're blind?" I woke up like this. I don't know where I am. Someone hit me. I think they took my escort." Her voice cracked. Despite the danger of getting involved, Kieran's gut clenched. He'd seen enough suffering in his 16 years to know when someone was truly helpless. He knelt beside her. "I'm Kieran. You're safe for now." "I'm Lyra," she whispered. "Please help me. I need a healer." Kieran swallowed. Healers weren't cheap, and humans like him weren't welcome in most alien districts. Still, he couldn't just leave her. Not like this. He shifted his weight and said, "All right, come on. I'll carry you." Before she could protest, he scooped her up. She was light, almost weightless, like her bones were hollow. Her head rested against his shoulder, and for the first time in years, he felt a strange warmth. He walked through the rain-soaked streets, avoiding drones and patrols. Lyra's breathing was shallow, her body trembling in his arms. "Who did this to you?" he asked quietly. I don't know. My father warned me not to leave the compound, but I wanted to see the city. Someone must have followed me." Kieran frowned. Compound? Only rich families had those. He didn't press further. Right now, survival came first. They reached a small shack wedged between 2 factories, a hidden clinic run by a rogue medic, Dr. Alex. The old android's sensors flickered when it saw them. "Kieran," Alex buzzed, its metallic voice stern. "You know the rules. No aliens. Too dangerous." "She's hurt," Kieran said, desperation in his voice. "She can't see." Alex's sensors scanned Lyra, pausing on the faint sigil glowing on her neck. The medic froze. "Kieran, do you have any idea who she is?" Kieran frowned. "No. I just found her." "That mark belongs to the Cerulean Syndicate," Alex whispered. "She's one of them. If they find you with her, they'll gut you alive." Kieran's chest tightened. The Syndicate ran half the city's black markets. They were ruthless, untouchable. But Lyra's hand tightened weakly on his sleeve. "Please," she murmured, "don't leave me." He looked down at her pale face and made his choice. "Help her," he said firmly. "I'll take the risk." Alex hesitated, then sighed. "You're a fool, boy, but a good one. Lay her down." Kieran did as told. The medic's tools whirred and clicked as it injected glowing serum into Lyra's veins. She winced but stayed still. Minutes stretched like hours until finally, Alex stepped back. "She'll live. Her vision will take time to recover." "But Kieran," the android's voice dropped to a warning. "Get her out of here. Now." Before Kieran could reply, a loud crash echoed outside. He froze. Heavy footsteps. Voices. "Search every building," a deep voice barked. "She's close." Lyra tensed. "That's them. My father's men." Kieran cursed. Too late. Alex pushed him toward the back exit. "Take the service tunnel. Go north until you reach the docks. There's an old freighter. Hide there." Kieran nodded, scooping Lyra up once more. As they slipped into the tunnel, blaster fire erupted behind them. He didn't look back. The tunnel stretched for miles, damp and echoing. Lyra leaned against him, her breathing steadier now. "You didn't have to help me," she whispered. "Didn't have a choice," he said gruffly. "Couldn't leave you there." She smiled faintly. "You're kind for a human." Kieran snorted. "That's a first." She tilted her head. "What's it like, living here?" He hesitated. "Hard. You steal to eat, fight to survive. No one cares if you die." Lyra's expression softened. "I'm sorry," he shrugged. "Don't be. Just the way things are." They reached the end of the tunnel, emerging into the fog-covered docks. Cargo ships loomed like sleeping beasts. Kieran led her into the shadow of an old freighter, its hull rusted and forgotten. They sat in silence, the hum of the city distant. After a while, Lyra whispered, "You risked everything for me. Why?" Kieran looked away. "I don't know. Maybe because no one ever did the same for me." Her hand brushed his. "You're different from the others." He felt heat rise to his face. "Don't read too much into it." She chuckled softly. "Maybe I will anyway." For a fleeting moment, the world didn't feel so cold. Morning came with sirens in the distance. Lyra stirred, blinking against the light. "Kieran," she whispered, "I think I can see shadows now." He smiled. "That's good news." Before they could celebrate, a sleek hovercraft descended nearby. Armed guards poured out, surrounding them. Kieran jumped to his feet, shielding Lyra. "Stay back," he shouted. A tall figure emerged from the craft, an older Cerulean male with eyes like frozen stars. His presence radiated power. "Lyra," he said softly. "My daughter." Kieran's heart stopped. "Daughter? The syndicate leader?" Lyra gasped. "Father." The man's gaze fell on Kieran. "You carried her here?" Kieran nodded slowly. "Found her in the slums. Just tried to help." The mob boss studied him. "Do you know what it means to touch my bloodline without permission?" Kieran stiffened, ready for the end. But Lyra stepped forward, her hand finding Kieran's. "He saved me. Without him, I'd be dead." Her father's expression softened, just barely. "Then he is my gratitude and my warning. Leave the city, boy. You've walked too close to danger." Kieran hesitated. "What about her?" "She returns home," the man said firmly. "Where she belongs." Lyra turned toward Kieran, tears glimmering in her still cloudy eyes. "Will I see you again?" He swallowed hard. "Probably not. Your world's not for people like me." She reached up, touching his cheek. "Then thank you, Kieran of the slums. I'll never forget you." Before he could answer, her father guided her to the craft. The hover engines roared, and within moments, they were gone, leaving Kieran alone with the wind. Weeks passed. Life returned to its bleak rhythm. Kieran scavenged, stole, survived. But every night, he dreamed of silver hair and lilac eyes. Then one evening, as he crouched in the shadows of a supply depot, a drone descended, projecting a hollow message.